Hello friends and welcome to my channel. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming videos. If you are already a subscriber, thank you for your continued support. Don't forget to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of mixed media, and I am going to be playing with the new paper glaze from Picket Fence Studios, and the color that I'm going to be using is Daffodil Yellow. All of these products can be found over at my little scrapbook store. I will have the collection linked below along with the website so you can get your hands on these products. I am going to be taking this Vicky Bouton stencil. It is called Starstruck, and I'm using the stars. It has 3 stencils in the pack, but this is the only one that I'm going to be using today. And I'm taking that paper glaze and I am putting it kind of at the bottom, the top and the bottom, in the center. And so I really wanted to focus on the top and the bottom because I had an idea to do some paper layers, and I wanted these to kind of be peeking out from the top and the bottom from behind the paper layers, if that makes sense. So one thing that I'm learning now to do since I have art journaling, or that I do art journaling, I am making sure that I am not wasting any of that product, and I have pages that I wipe the extra product on, so I can use it in another page. So I am using my heat gun here to heat that and dry it. When you are using a heat gun, you want to make sure that you're moving it and not holding it one place for too long. You also want to not hold it too close to your paper because it can burn your paper, and I'm not sure how it will react with the paper glaze, but with acrylic paints it can bubble them up and make them look weird. So just be careful. And yeah, so I have these paper layers here, and I'm doing them just like this. This is how they're going to look. I fiddle with them for quite a while and try to figure out how I want them, but in the end I'm going to end up just putting them just like this with the stripes in the back behind the purple. I wanted the purple because it's a tone on tone purple, and it is more of a solid color. I wanted that one to be on top, and that's just preference. I don't think it doesn't matter either way. Neither way is right or wrong. It's just what I preferred. And so now I'm going to go ahead and glue these layers down. And then I realized that these layers are actually covering up most of the stencil work that I did. So I am going to bring that stencil and the paper glaze back in to the layout to add a little bit more to the layout. I wanted it to stand out, but I also didn't want it to be like the main thing on the page. So yeah. I end up loving the way that this layout came together. It did take quite some time. I was very inspired by this collection and the paper glaze. You can see here that the paper glaze is very shimmery. It's got like mica powder in it, so it's not glitter. It's just a shimmer. It's a nice soft shimmer. And it's just really, really pretty, y'all. This is the first one that I've worked with and the first time that I've worked with it. And so far, I really like it. I did it in a very thin layer, so I'm not sure how it will react with it being thicker. But it went through the stencil really well. I got some really nice, clean, crisp lines with the stencil, as long as you're holding it down. I did get some mess ups when I pulled it up a little bit. I kind of smushed it a little in a couple places, but for the most part, I got some pretty crisp, clean stencil work with this, and I really, really love the way that it looks. I love the shimmer. It almost looks like a gold in certain lights. And so y'all know I love gold and I love yellow, so it just really works. It's a really, really pretty color, so I cannot wait to try more. If y'all have any questions about the paper glaze, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. I don't mind answering any questions that you have. And so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and dry that off camera so we can move on with the rest of the process. And when I first started out with this layout, I started out with these 3 photos. However, I really wasn't loving the way that it was looking. And so I wanted to go with these 2 photos. These are of Emily's birthday last year, which she's my daughter if you're new here. And yeah, so one is her, we're singing happy birthday, the candles are lit, and then the next one is her blowing the candles out. That won't be happening this year, which if you really think about it, all these years we've been blowing candles out on cakes and then passing the cake out to everybody. If you think about it, it's really disgusting. You blow the candles out and you obviously are going to blow a little bit of spit, even if you don't try. So that will not be happening this year, especially with, you know, everything with COVID-19. And so I think life has made me think a little bit different. Yeah, for sure. Things that are happening just make you think a little bit differently than what you normally would. And it literally just occurred to me that this year we will not be doing that with a cake, and possibly just doing it in a cupcake. So she can blow on her own cupcake. Yeah. So now I am matting. So I matted the photos with that same purple, and then I took the back of the paper, of the stripe paper, and it is that aqua color with a whole bunch of like confetti looking images and in all of the colors that are in this collection. And then I'm also taking that unicorn washi tape that came in this kit, and I'm putting it at the top and the bottom. Now, I look at it now and I kind of wish that I wouldn't have done that. To be quite honest, I wish that I would not have done that. I don't know. Maybe just at the bottom. I don't like it at the top so much, and it's there now, so it is what it is, but I don't really care for it at the top. I do like it at the bottom though. So that's that. I am going to try out a couple different embellishments in a couple different places, and I'm trying to think of the title. And I'm looking through, I got the journaling bits and pieces, which is the journaling ephemera, which is what I'm looking through right now. And then I also got the regular ephemera, and I'm just going to look through and pick out what pieces I think I might use. That is kind of how I scrapbook. I like to look through all of them, pick out a couple that I might use, and then try them out on the page and see what works and see what doesn't work. And then that's kind of how I work through my embellishing, I guess. So I'll try different things out and we'll see where it goes. So you can see now that I have something off to the left hand side and the right hand side of the photos, and then I have a little cluster starting down at the bottom left hand corner, and this is going to completely change. You're going to see that this is not in any shape or form, any way, shape or form, how it's going to look. Because now I'm looking through the regular ephemera and I found a couple pieces that I wanted to use. And then I'll look through the stickers and the chipboard stickers, and I end up switching things quite a few times, but I wanted to leave this in because I think it's important for people to see that even YouTubers or people that do this for a job don't always know exactly what they want. It's okay to struggle a little bit. It's okay to try different things out and see if you like certain things in a certain place. And it's okay to move things or pull things up if you don't like it and you liked it at first, but now you don't. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I like and where I like it and where I think it looks good. And I am going to end up with this. So I moved those little presents down at the bottom left hand corner, and then I moved the cluster that was at the bottom up to the right hand corner, and I really like the way that that looks up there. And then I'm going to put this unicorn cake on top of the little journaling piece. And I still have a little bit of room to do some journaling there. I also have lots of white space on this layout that I can do my journaling on, or I can choose to do my journaling on the back. Everybody always asks me, where do I put my journaling? And there are the 3 places that I will put my journaling. Those are the 3 places that I can choose to put my journaling, which I have not done yet. But I will do it before I put them in their albums. So I am popping things up. So if an element or a die cut or something is overlapping something, I like for it to be popped up. So the cake is over top of the photo and over top of the journaling tag, so I popped it up. The little piece at the top right hand corner that says party time is over top of those 2 tabs, so I popped that up. The 2 presents at the bottom, the first one is flat to the paper and the second one is popped up on foam. So that is kind of just the way that I like to do things. That's what is pleasing to my eye, and so that's why I do that. So now I'm going in and adding some chipboard stars to these 2 clusters. And then I'm going to add my favorite enamel dots to the clusters as well. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in some Nuvo drops. And you know, I went a little Nuvo crazy and I just wanted to play and I wanted to try to see what it looked like. So I'm kind of glad that I did because I like the way that it looks in the end. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you which Nuvo drops I pulled out, just in case you are wondering. I used the metallic pink orchid, which is one of my all-time favorites. I used the plum pudding, the yellow bird, and that's a glitter, that's the glitter drops. And then another one of my favorites is Calming Aqua, like for sure one of my favorites. So I used 2 of my favorites on this layout, but I was just trying to pull colors that I had that matched pretty close to the colors in this collection. And I'm just going to scatter these little, not enamel drops, Nuvo drops in with the stars, just to add some contrasting colors and to add all of those colors from the collection in with that yellow. And so I really, really love the way that it turns out. And I think that it added a nice little touch to the layout. This layout is a little bit busy for me, a little bit busier than what I'm used to or what I usually do, but it really doesn't have that much stuff on it. I really just kind of think that if I would take the washi tape off the top, I think I would be really happy with it, and I might still do that. So that is pretty much my layout for today. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. And again, if you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Both of those things really help support my channel and I really do truly appreciate it. Also, check out my little scrapbook store linked below. Michelle is an amazing person and I hope that you all will go show her some love and order from her if you are going to purchase any of these products. Again, thank you guys so much for watching and don't forget to spread love and be kind. I hope that you all have an amazing day. Bye.